Greetings, friends, and welcome to another exciting adventure into prop making. Well, we're kind of upgrading a prop. This is the way I make skeletons look cooler than the stock version that you get. Now, I've had Mr. Spider here for years, and each year I didn't have the time to finish him up the way I wanted to. So this year I am. Now, these plastic skeletons usually have a plasticky, like a very polished sheen on them that will not take to this technique that we're doing. So the first thing you're going to have to do is using, up to you, steel wool. You want to take this surface off. I really like steel wool because you can wrap it around limbs and you can really clean off that finish. Now the other piece of stuff you see here, this is drywall sanding screen. You've seen me use this before, and this also is great because you can wrap it around and really get rid of that shiny finish. As you can see, I've done this already and it's all gone, but right here I've missed something. You can see that shine there? When we go to do the next step, that will cause a few problems. So the first step is spend some time, prep your item that you're going to be doing and get it all ready. Anyways, I'll be back to show you the next step. Now, once you've got your entire spider, oh, my can's leaking. Once you've got the entire spider done, you want to get some of this wood finish. You can choose the color you want. I went with Puritan Pine because I like the way the color looks. And then what you want to do is you want to take a paintbrush and apply it to the whole thing. You can see I've got streaks, I've got stuff. It's self-leveling for the most part. If you put a bunch on, even if you miss some areas, it adds character to the actual finish. So now what we're going to do is once you've got this whole, you got your whole model covered, you just need to let it dry to the point that it's tacky. Like when you touch it, you've got a bit of bounce back. Anyways, I'll be back to talk about the next step. All right, the next step. You need to get some brown spray paint. This is just Rust-Oleum Touch Espresso. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get a glove like this, a vinylish glove, and then taking your paint, you want to spray it on random joints and such. You can actually use that paint to do some more like specific painting on this as well. But you know, you'll put it there and you'll see that it's kind of straight. So you take the glove, you just touch it gently, and what happens is it breaks it all apart by using the glove. And then what you can do is you can use what's left on the glove to transfer it to other pieces. And since that stain is still a little bit tacky, it will take the color. Simple as going through the whole thing and doing this to the whole thing using your eye and your own choice on when to call it quits. And once we're done that, you let this dry for a little while and we'll go on to the final step of this skeletoning, corpsing, whatever. I'll be back. Now, at some point when this thing is about 80% dry, or even can be fully dry, you want to go make yourself some black wash in a spray bottle. And you want it to be somewhat dark, but not stupid dark. And obviously, I had a wardrobe malfunction with this sucker. Holy man, did it make a mess in my hands. So all you do now is you go through and give it a shot with the black wash here and there. And what it'll do is it'll leave these spots all over your finish. And once they dry, they will mellow out and it'll give this whole thing a fantastic look. Anyways, I'll be back to show you the final result once it's all dry. All right, everything is dry and the spider's pretty much finished. So, well, the spider, but the finish is completely done now. And as you can see, that once it all dries, all those black flecks and your movement with the glove and doing the paint really turns out nice. You can see it gives the bones, everything, just a really weathered but realistic look. And I just love how quickly this thing changes these props into something completely different. To be honest, I did do a little bit of black paint here and I did a little bit of dry brushing to get these dark eyes in. And the only other thing I did is I put a bit of black dry brushing here to differentiate, you know, the belly or the abdomen, to give it a bit more, you know, definition. But anyways, that's it. I'm going to get this thing installed. I'll show you what it looks like finally. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully you will pick up some useful tips from this. I know I'm not the first person to age plastic, but everybody does it differently, and this is the way that I do it. Just one last pointer: if you do this, leave it in your garage overnight. This varnish will make you higher than a kite if you leave it in your house. It is strong stuff, and it's best just to leave it. Now, that finish is gorgeous. It's not coming off, and within a couple days, it'll be absolutely hardened, and you will have a forever prop that just looks great. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Catch you later.